happy Monday and welcome to Coastal Living. We are getting in the holiday spirit, but first we're going to get in the right mindset for this week with a little Mindful Monday and our friend Dr. Chad Peters, plus a health and wellness moment with Dr. Guevara and his team at Texas Family Wellness Clinic. We have a whole lot to talk about. We are gearing up for that Christmas holiday. We're so excited. So throughout the month, we'll be giving you inspo on what to buy, where to buy it, and how to save some money so that we can keep some money in your wallet too. That's our gift to you. Thank you for joining us. You're watching Coastal Living.
Welcome to another Mindful Monday. As you can tell, I'm in a hotel room. I'm returning from a weekend trip in Missouri that was for some personal training and education. I wanted to test myself and learn some new skills, and I've worked with and sought out to train again with one of the best instructors I've ever met in this particular arena. And throughout the weekend, I struggled. It was extremely difficult, both mentally and physically, and multiple times during this weekend, I trained until the wheels fell off, where I basically fell apart. And that's not normal for me. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty good at whatever I set out to accomplish. But here's the key takeaway. The fumbling, bumbling, and when I struggled the most, that's where I learned. When you get going at a new skill or new ideas to the point where the things start to unravel, well, that's where the magic happens. So I'd take a deep breath. I'd take a step back and pause and think about what was keeping me from taking the next jump forward. Even around a bunch of other macho dudes and girls, I know what I wanted to do. So I just stop and I let my brain do what it does best. Solve the problem and figure out a way to get better. At the end of the 2 days as a team, we sat around as a group and we kind of discussed what the weekend was, like a debriefing. And many of my fellow trainees talked about how much fun they had. And it was fun. It was the middle of the Missouri mountains, absolutely 2 days of the most perfect weather I've been around. It was a beautiful location, like I said, 70 degrees, and a great group of men and women to work with. I made new friends. When it was my turn, I had a different way of seeing the entire weekend though. So I told the instructor, I love you guys. That's why I drove halfway across the country to work with you. However, I did not have fun this weekend. I struggled. It was new, and my brain wasn't processing as fast as I wanted to. My body wasn't performing to the degree I wanted to get to. It was hard, really hard, both physically and mentally. I'm exhausted, but that's the exact reason I came up here to see you guys. I needed this in my life, and I feel like you guys have touched my soul. It's a level of betterment. I just don't know if you could get it in 2 days doing anything else or anywhere else. And here's the point, and I think it's the entire point of Mindful Monday in the first place. We're all out here trying to find happiness and feel better and get more enjoyment in the world, while in fact it's most likely right in front of us. It doesn't happen passively. You can't just wait for happiness. Most often it has to come from within. And one of the shortest ways to gain happiness is through frustration and work. It's improvement, turning failures into successes, new skills, and the excitement of trying something that you're not good at. There was a point about a decade ago where my life took a major change, and that change altered my perspective and the way I saw the entire world switched. It began when someone I looked up to first made me do something that I was extremely uncomfortable and unskilled at doing. It has since spawned a new way of me experiencing life. So get comfortable at being uncomfortable. Try new things, struggle, learn new skills, and savor the improvement. Because I've done a lot of cool things in my life, and probably more cool things in the last 20 years than the first 20, which just seems unbelievable. I think sometimes as adults, we just get used to the status quo. So this is my push for you to get out there. There's at least a dozen things you can come up with right now that you always wanted to learn. So start, learn them, and push yourself to get good at enjoying the fumbling silliness and the awkwardness, because you're now taking steps to making yourself better. And that's happiness. I realized on my drive home last night through the hills of Arkansas and Missouri, where the leaves were changing color, the yellows, the reds, the orange trees were dropping their leaves, the windy, curving roads, and me sitting there by myself driving, just giggling. I feel more alive than I have for a long time, and this is easy to do. I can't believe I waited so long to do this. Until next time on Mindful Monday, push yourself to get better, guys.
We're back here at Texas Family Wellness Clinic with our friend Dr. Guevara for another health and wellness moment. And we're talking about something that you have heard at least once or a million times in your life, sleep apnea. I think many of us know somebody if we don't suffer from it ourselves. But what is it? How does it work? And how do we get relief or some sort of help if we do have sleep apnea? So I'm grateful to be here with you today.
Thank you, Clarissa. Thank you for being here. You're absolutely right. You probably do know somebody who has sleep apnea because it is very common. So it's estimated that about 100 million Americans suffer from obstructive sleep apnea, and only 30 million of them are being treated. So it is a big deal.
Okay,
sure.
and this is something that we sort of have to self-evaluate, or in many cases the spouse is the one noticing, because what kind of symptoms are we looking out for?
Right. So the main symptoms are going to be things like snoring. Your spouse or significant other may notice that you stop breathing while you're asleep at night. So that's what we call apnea.
Okay.
The person who has apnea may notice symptoms including things like daytime fatigue or sleepiness. They might notice headaches or brain fogginess, things like that. They might fall asleep while they're driving or watching TV or a ball game or a movie or something like that. So those are the main symptoms that people who have sleep apnea suffer from.
Okay, and if we do have sleep apnea, what is it scientifically, and is it related to any other health issues?
Absolutely. So the main problem is that when you stop breathing while you're asleep at night, your brain recognizes that it's not getting any oxygen, so it sends a panic signal to the rest of your body that you need to wake up. So you wake up multiple times during the night. In fact, I had one patient who woke up 88 times in one night during their sleep study.
Wow.
So it was like, someone waking them up every few minutes and not allowing them to get that deep sleep. So the next day they woke up and they wouldn't feel rested. They felt very tired and sleepy. But because of that, because your heart is strained so much overnight, it can cause other health problems like hypertension, which is a risk factor for things like strokes and heart attacks. So it is a big deal to get this evaluated and treated. So the main thing is to come in for an evaluation. We do a questionnaire, we examine you, we evaluate you. If we feel that that is a possibility, then we set you up to have what's called a sleep study, where generally you'll go and stay overnight at a sleep study facility. They will evaluate you by hooking you up to a bunch of monitors to evaluate your brain waves, your heart, your lungs, your muscles. They do all that. Of course, that's one treatment option. Other treatment options include some oral devices. Surgical intervention is also sometimes indicated or necessary. But the main gold standard is going to be the use of continuous positive airway pressure.
So are there any preventative measures we can take, or can it be reversed?
So occasionally can be reversed, not very common, but with enough weight loss. I've had a couple of patients who've been able to get off of CPAP therapy. Other things that can help, reduction in alcohol consumption, and of course smoking cessation.
Yep, all those obvious answers: diet, exercise, don't smoke, don't drink a whole lot. But you know what? It's all up to you. You have to make those decisions every day for your health. And one of those decisions is finding the proper medical care. And someone like Dr. Guevara and his team here at Texas Family Wellness Clinic are very thorough, as you may have learned if you see these segments regularly. They do take applications for new patients, so come visit them at their Southside location. You can get online and fill out that application and become one of their patients and take advantage of all the wonderful services they offer here at Texas Family Wellness Clinic. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Health and Wellness with Dr. Guevara is paid for by Texas Family Wellness Clinic.
One of the best things you can do this holiday season to enjoy some time with your spouse or your family is to certainly partake in an event with the Corpus Christi Symphony. They put on the most fantastic show, and it's the perfect way to indulge in the holiday season. So I have Hector and Steve here with Corpus Christi Symphony to talk to us about an upcoming holiday concert that you do not want to miss. So thank you both so much for being here with me.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Great to be with you.
Of course. Hector, talk to me a little bit about what we can expect from this event and what it's all about.
Well, as you said, it's the perfect holiday treat. We have your favorite Christmas songs, including Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Jingle Bells, Silent Night, a sing-along, a visitor from the North Pole. This coming December 14 at the PAC there at the Texas A&M Corpus Christi. But what people need to know, among many things, is that we will have Steve Emerson as our soloist, wonderful singer. And we have two performances this time. We're going to do it at 2 p.m., a matinee, and then at 7:30 also our regular time.
Very cool. Okay, so we can accommodate the people who like to get to bed early or maybe like to avoid those evening drives. Now, Steve, I was getting to know you a little bit better before the interview, and you were giving me some of your credentials. You've been doing this for some time. You have a lot of experience. I need you to brag on yourself for a little while.
Oh, you know what? I'd rather let Hector brag on me because I always like hearing him say good things about me. He rarely does, but here in Los Angeles, I've sung for movies and commercials and television shows, over 175 feature films. I travel and sing around the country and sometimes in foreign countries. It's been a pleasure to sing with Hector in symphonies there in Texas, but also in Mexico and Guatemala. Love working with Hector and with this great orchestra. And it'll be an evening of Christmas music, afternoon or evening, depending upon the concert you attend, of great Christmas music. I think it's one of those things where people will walk out of the building kind of humming a tune from the great songs of Christmas that we'll be presenting that day.
Absolutely. And without giving away too much, can you share what you're bringing to this particular show?
Hector, I don't know if I can remember what I'm doing there, but I think I'm doing. What am I doing, Hector? Do you know?
No, we're among your selections. We're doing Christmas is the best time of the year.
Yeah.
Winter Wonderland. We're doing also one of my favorite, Mary Did You Know? Some Children See 'Em. Where else would a lamb be born? I'll Be Home for Christmas. Just really beautiful and very well-known songs that Steve will do with us.
Great. Well, thank you both so much for taking the time to share this information with us. Again, sometimes you got to get out of your comfort zone and into a new experience. It's a really great way to keep life interesting with your spouse, with your family. And again, this holiday season, these are just a few of the exciting elements that you can add to your life to really get into the spirit. So visit them online, grab your tickets December 14th. You've got 2 time options, and it's going to be an incredible show. So thank you both so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, y'all, we're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. As you know, we love celebrating local artists, and today, look no further. We are going to get into the holiday spirit with the new Coastal Creative celebrating Christmas right here in the Coastal Bend. We have that and so much more to come on Coastal Living. Now, if you're familiar with a Renaissance Fair, you know that you have to travel pretty far and wide to attend one. But the good news is that we're going to be having a Renaissance Fair right here in Ingleside. I have Miss Barbara with the Ingleside Chamber here to talk about the upcoming Renaissance Fair in December 14th and 15th. Very, very excited for this. And y'all look fabulous, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
course.
So thanks for having us. And yes, we are excited about Renaissance Fair. It was the last one that we did here in Ingleside was 2017.
Wow.
And so we're bringing it back with lots of entertainment, lots of food vendors, lots of craft vendors. So come on out December 14th and 15th. Ticket prices are, right now they're on sale for $10 each. And then at the gate, Saturday or Sunday, they will be $20 each. We have jousting, we have birds of prey, we're going to have axe throwing, we're going to have aerial silks, we're going to have a trebuchet, we're going to have all kinds of stuff. And not only that, the kids are going to have an area where they can have a lot of fun too with a petting zoo and a big Kraken slide.
Great.
So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Very cool. And honestly, this park itself is already a beautiful setting. Lots of fun to be had here and great fun for the whole family. And maybe that's why Renaissance fairs are so popular, is the fact that you get to fully immerse yourself into a culture, into an era, and get dressed up. You may stick out like a sore thumb if you're not dressed up, so it's not mandatory, but it is recommended, right?
It is recommended. As you can see, the 2 girls behind us are all ready to go with a little elf and a little Celtic flair, and here I am in my little garb. So, but yeah, we're excited about having everyone come out and just participate and have fun with it all.
Tickets are only $10 right now. That's going to double up if you wait too long. So grab your tickets. A great event, fun for the whole family. They're going to have drinks, beer, wine, food, more food than you can imagine. Turkey legs.
Yeah, that's right. Turkey legs. Don't forget those turkey legs.
Yes, and everything you could want. So it's a perfect time of year to get out, enjoy this beautiful weather, and attend a fantastic event here in Ingleside. Where do we go for more details?
Actually, you can go to InglesideTXChamber.com. You can call our office at 361-776-2906, and we will be happy to fill you in on whatever whatever questions you have, we'll be happy to answer. So we're excited. And we just want to say thank you to the City of Ingleside for allowing us to use this beautiful park, and for all of our sponsorships. We say thank you.
Absolutely. Can't do it without the sponsors, and we can't do it without you. So get your outfit ready and make plans to attend the Renaissance Fair December 14th and 15th here at Live Oak Park in Ingleside. Thank you.
Thank you.
Whether we're invited to a holiday party and asked to bring something, or we're hosting our own, we often get stressed out just thinking about what to make. Well, worry no more, because today we have an all-time favorite that's really dressed up. We start by drizzling some melted butter in the bottom of a 9x13 baking dish. On top of that, we sprinkle some chopped walnuts, a bit of honey, and a good amount of brown sugar. We'll set that aside for a sec while we unroll a package of refrigerated crescent dough, which is a lot easier than making your own dough, so it's super convenient. After cutting each piece in thirds, we place a cocktail hot dog or Little Smoky on each piece and roll them up. We place these on top of the brown sugar walnut mixture, making sure we space them out so they have plenty of room to bake. Then just pop them in the oven for about 15 minutes before serving them. That's it. What we end up with is everyone's favorite taken to a whole new level. And when you top these with the ooey gooey goodness from the pan, get ready to hand out the recipe. And as always, you can find it on the station's website or MrFood.com. Just search for Dressed Up Weenie Wellingtons. And as you can imagine, these are always the first to go. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with Kelly, who's always the first one to show up as soon as these come out of the oven. After all, she too, like you, looks for every reason to say, ooh, it's so good. Hey, that's my line.
I'm Rick Oval, songwriter.
I'm David Martinez, songwriter.
We wrote the song Christmas in Corpus Christi to showcase the things that are happening in Corpus, and we both live here, we work here, we love the city. So.
And you can find this song on Apple Music, Spotify, any place that has music, YouTube, and it's out now, and we appreciate a listen.
Our calendar's the way, we're counting down the days, we're ready for Christmas break, already packed our bags. A Corpus Christi Christmas has been on a Christmas list. Instead of mistletoe, my wish is for a hibiscus kiss. Christmas in Corpus Christi, no place I'd rather be. Hanging with friends and family in the sparkling city by the sea. Christmas, Christmas in Corpus Christi. Christmas, Christmas in Corpus Christi. Potato Padre, all along the bay. 70 with a cool ocean breeze, beats a winter freeze. La Posada boat parade, peppermint candy cane lane. Merry mariachis on the street, caroling on the beach. Christmas in Corpus Christi, no place I'd rather be. Hanging with friends and family in the sparkling city by the sea. Christmas, Christmas in Corpus Christi. Christmas, Christmas in Corpus Christi. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Surfing Santa, palm trees with lights, nativity scene stars shining bright. Corpus Christi body of Christ, he's the reason for the season. Christmas in Corpus Christi, no place I'd rather be. Hanging with friends and family in the sparkling city by the sea. Christmas in Corpus Christi, place to be on Christmas Eve.
Interested in growing your business? Coastal Living can help. Email us at advertise@coastallivingtv.com or scan the QR code on your screen for more information.
Coastal Living, but like I said, we're going to keep getting into the holiday spirit, and with that said, all the festivities are starting, right? Downtown Corpus Christi is looking so beautiful. The island is going to be lit up for La Posada Boat Parade. We'll be talking about that on tomorrow's show. And if you want to light up the hearts of your children or your loved ones this holiday season, we encourage you to adopt, don't shop when it comes to getting a new pet for Christmas. And if you're looking for one, our friends at Corpus Christi Animal Care Services have you covered. We'll be introducing a pet of the week as well. Have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow.